boxing truth here. Floyd Mayweather and Adrien Broner continue to trash each other in different ways. Floyd Mayweather, in interviews with Fight Hype, has thrown jabs at Broner, trashing his record, his actions, all this stuff. And Adrien Broner, he makes response videos on social media, and every time Floyd talks shit about him, he makes a response video, and he's very butthurt for Floyd Mayweather talking shit on him. It continued again earlier today in an interview with Fight Hype. Floyd Mayweather, who was promoting Ashley Theophane, a fighter of his, to fight Adrien Broner, which is going to take place on April 1st. And it's been back and forth between the two guys, between Broner and Mayweather, throwing a lot of shade at each other. It seems like it's getting very personal between the two. In an interview with Fight Hype, Floyd Mayweather really he went at Adrien Broner. I mean, not only did he question his actions as a person by throwing money at Walmart and saying that he made himself look stupid, that he's hurting himself, and that he's not at the level he thinks he at, pointing to the fact that he felt that when he threw the money in the air, a bunch of people there didn't even know who he was, that he's not as big a star as he thinks he is. He talked about his career, that he's overrated. He's won 4 titles, but he doesn't know any of the other guys he beat. He's beaten for world titles, can only name 1 fighter, and that's Paul Malignaggi. Well, the truth is he's only beaten 2 guys for titles, and other two belts were gifted. So Mayweather went after his accomplishments of being a 4-division champion. He also trashed his popularity, that he's not as big a star as he thinks he is, that he can't be doing the type of actions he's doing at Walmart because people don't know. Not everybody knows who he is. He's not at that level. And he also trashed his record, saying that by the time he was Adrien Broner's age, he was a way bigger star, and he fought the way better competition, way better opponents. And I agree with Mayweather with that statement. By the time he was Adrien Broner's age, Broner will be 27 in July. Mayweather was on HBO a bunch of times. He was making more money. He was making $2 million a showcase for the fights he took. But by the time he was on the verge of being 27, he had fought better competition. He did. He fought Jose Luis Castillo twice. He fought Diego Corrales. He also fought some solid contenders like Jesus Chavez. And he didn't fight the best threat of those divisions, but overall he fought better fighters and was making more money, and was featured on HBO a lot more, and was just doing more. Was he selling out venues? No, he was not. But he wasn't at that level yet compared to Adrien Broner. But he was making more money and was taking on tougher competition overall. And so he got him there. I mean, he's right about that. He hasn't fought the best competition, and he simply stated that he's not knocking Broner's record. He can only fight who they put in front of him. But in his biggest fights, Adrien Broner came up short, got his ass whooped in both of the fights, and Mayweather has won his biggest fights. Well, most of them. Adrien Broner responded, was very hurt by Floyd Mayweather's statements, was got very personal with Mayweather. Talked about his his charges, his lawsuits, the incident with his baby mama, and that he heard that he swung at her like he would a pro boxer. Took it towards his personal life, and just wanted to know simply why he keeps talking shit about him. Why does Mayweather keep talking shit about Adrien Broner? Is this promotion for a potential fight? Because it's gonna get a little personal. I mean, Mayweather's promoting Theopain, right? They're gonna fight on April 1st. He's gonna be against Broner as the promoter of record, I believe, for the fight. Yeah, of course. And then he's promoting actually Theopain, and he's been telling Theopain for years, for the past 2 years, according to Ashley Theopain, that he trashed Adrien Broner. Well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen in this fight. I'm picking Adrien Broner to win the fight, but you just never know with this guy. He's not a great fighter. So for him to beat even these type of opponents, top 70 ranked super lightweights like Ashley Theopain, he still has to prepare himself. He still has to put it to work in the gym. He still has to run the miles, put the work in, and be at his best to beat this guy, because he's not a great fighter. He needs to be at his best. But let's say Adrien Broner trashes Ashley Theopain, beats the shit out of him, knocks him out. You know how AB is when he's doing good in the ring, and he's beating the shit out of his opponent. He showboats it like a motherfucker. I mean, he rubs it in all his haters' faces, and the people that are against him. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Make some people get rowdy with his antics, doing dances and doing some antics while he's beating the shit out of Theopain. It's gonna get people upset, and Adrien Broner is gonna talk a lot of shit if that happens. If in the post-fight interview, might go after Floyd, throw some even more shade, and it could create perhaps a potential fight between them. Because honestly, who the hell wants to see Mayweather fight Danny Garcia? Nobody. There's no storyline. There's no tension between the two guys. There's no beef. I mean, every time the media asks Danny Garcia, "Do you want to fight Floyd Mayweather?" He never shows any interest. He just says, if they give me the fight, it's whatever. It's up to Al Heyman. It's up to Al Heyman if he wants to make that fight. That's what he'll always say. But would you be more interested in a Broner Mayweather fight? I mean, these two have been going at it for months, for a while. They've been beefing with each other, trashing each other on different platforms, going after each other. Their personal lives, their pro boxing record, questioning their accomplishments, and it was just. For me, it would make sense for these two to fight. If Mayweather wants to come back, it will generate a little more interest, because there is, some beef between the two. They were at once close friends. At one point, Mayweather was always hanging out with Broner, go to his fights, and he supported him tremendously during the Porter fight. But after he lost, he jumped ship. Went over to another fighter, and now he's really hyping up one of his young fighters, Gervonta Davis. He's hoping that will be his moneymaker for Mayweather Promotions, and he needs it bad, because a lot of his fighters he doesn't have any great fighters on the stable right now. So he needs something in his stable, a moneymaker in his stable, and he wanted to sign Adrien Broner to a promotional agreement, but Broner declined and stuck strictly with Heyman. So Broner won't side with him. He won't sign with him. And now they're talking shit on each other. I mean, it could lead to a potential fight. It's very possible. There's been rumors earlier this year about them two possibly fighting. I mean, what else? What's out there for Adrien Broner if he beats Theopain? There's nothing out there. He's not going to fight Crawford. He's not going to fight Victor Postol. Those are imaginary fights. Pervanikov if he beats John Molina, but he's a brand promoted fighter, and just because Pervanikov is on the network doesn't mean he's gonna get those fights. They still have to make a deal, and it's between Heyman and Banner Promotions. Could be an option. I'm sure that fight will be discussed, but perhaps maybe Broner could get a bigger fight, and if he trashes Ashley Theophane, maybe it could force Mayweather to want to fight him. Just to teach him a lesson. Because I'm sure Floyd Mayweather thinks he could he'll son Adrien Broner, and he'll make him his bitch, and show him how it's really done, and show him how to really do the shoulder roll, and that you're not at this level. Even at 39 years of age, he can still give Adrien Broner a boxing lesson. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that fight. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.